I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Unless, like yesterday, you drop a piece on the floor and the carpet monster goes and does its thing. Happily, we have thwarted the carpet monster and found the piece. But not before it took a long time and got me very grumpy, which is why I wasn't on yesterday. My apologies to anybody who switched on and wondered where I was. These are the things. What's that from? Sorry, guys, I've got an email I was just checking on. Anyway, now today we're doing what I was wanting to do yesterday, which is to say, finishing our detailing of the C-47. Along the way, we will also actually do a bit on the B-17. Lost my train of thought. There it went. Now, foist things. Foist. What we're gonna do is have a wee bit of coffee. Oh. Now, something I do need to do today. If you look at our fuselage as it stands, or sits as the case may be, most of it's pretty tidy. You need to do a bit of a tidy up here. You'll notice, I'll show you better, but there's a bit there we need to tidy up. And if we put a fuselage thing on now, that's why. Come on now. We'll tidy this up a bit before we, there we go. You can see equally there's a bit that needs to be tidied up. So I think that color will be, we will work on the Boeing grey today, I reckon, for that one. And it's just that side. So we can pop that across. These are the doors. They're done. We managed to get them done the other day. Oh, but they require some touch-ups. Anyway, I'm not getting onto the modelling, am I? I'm talking about what I'm going to do, not what I'm not actually doing it. Now, light. Brace yourself for the seasickness effect, kids. There we go. And up we come. Maybe a bit more there. And is that out a bit? No, there we go. Now, what I'm going to start on, we're going to get these propellers here done and out of the way. Now, I did the front of the C-47 ones. I haven't done that on the B-17 ones yet, but I will. And once they're done, we'll do the yellow tips on all of these as well. So what I'm going to do, this is the yellow we will use. We will grasp the oily steel. Boom. While I'm mixing up the oily steel, I may as well just get a head start on our yellow. Yellow again. Yeah, I did that, kids. Sorry. It was terrible of me, I know. Now, oily steel. Cardboard. Now, is there any other acrylic work I want to do? Because I've got the cardboard out, and there's probably not a black. Ah, and indeed. Yes, Roy. Okay. Yeah, there's a few bits of acrylic we can do. Now, first up, though, I don't need to be too precise with this. I'm going to back that up a bit, or maybe, yeah, there might be a better angle, because We're going to get a rough brush. We don't need to, again, we don't need to be too precise with this caper. This will do us, I think. And all we need to do, yeah, and there we go. That's all we're doing with these. And I don't need to be too worried if I get some on the actual blades, because at the end of the day, I'll be covering them with black anyway. You're not really getting a good view, are you? That's probably better. Now, as I said, once we've gotten these done from this angle, or these specific points, there's one. We'll hit the ends with the trainer yellow. Is that actual color designation? But yeah. Alrighty, now just into there, and there we go, into there, round there, and there we go. Finally, as I do these, I'll be able to put them elsewhere and out of the way. That's why I want to do the yellow now. Although, I'm in two minds on that front for various reasons. Mostly to do with, I've got my acrylic board out. It's in this thing. And hang on, this thing, you can't even see what I was pointing at because I've got it focused in on what I'm doing here. The stuff I put my paint on, basically. And there we go. Excuse me. So I'm wondering, should I do some more acrylics? Now, the answer is possibly. No, the answer is no, I shan't. Well, not immediately anyway. First, let us finish just around here. There we go. Text message from my massage therapist confirming our appointment, as they do every week. Tell you, I'm actually really grateful for the what they do to my person in terms of I would not move nearly as well if I didn't get hammered by them in a manner most heinous. Now, there we go. Yeah, it's a big help for my hip. If any of my viewers have arthritis or the like, I hardly recommend. If you have the financial capacity, do yourself a favour. Get probed and manipulated on a regular basis. I do. As you can gather, I wouldn't be advocating it. Now, next, I'm going to get this cardboard out the way in a minute. Once I've cleaned my brush. And then we'll do the yellow ends, and I'll zoom out a bit. Yep. Of the all the propellers, and then get them out. Oh, nice one, out of the way, and then we'll do. Now, what colour do I want to roll with next? There are options, many options. Let's see. Well, there are two colours I want to. If I go for acrylics, there's only one. Sorry, I'm waffling to myself here, obviously. Got it. I'll show you. All will be revealed, boys and girls. All will be revealed. And in the contemporary era, let us not be shy. Boys, girls, others. Does others cover all the other options? I'm not actually sure anymore. I lose track of these things. There we go. Now, give it another shake. Shake, 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 ba, ba, da, ba. Shake, shake, shake. Yeah, we'll leave that there, shall we? There we go, that's heaps. Now, for this one, we can get a very heavy brush, so we shall. Make your life nice and easy, we will. Now we'll get this out of the way, as I said. Otherwise, I know I'm going to end up putting my arm in the bloody paint, and I'm not going to be happy about that. No, I am not. And all we need to do here is bam. Now, because these paints are airbrush paints, or that's what they're designed for, is airbrushing. It's necessary to apply them quite heavily. They will thin out in due course. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Particularly as we can be quite messy with it at this point, because we're going to use the black paint to cover a large part of that anyway. So yeah, no. There we go. You want to go a bit further with that yellow, probably. There we go. But I distinctly want to go too far. There we go. Alrighty. 1. Yeah, nudge that with my finger. Alright. Alright. Alrighty. So this one's almost done. Alright. There we go. 2. What I might as well do is get them. 1 will go there. What I'll also do is slide that down. 1 there. 2. Start creating a bit of space on the area in front of me. One. Delay. Oh, look at that. There we go. Out the back. All right. Now, almost getting to the. Because what I'll do, I'll get all the main bits done, and then we'll get into doing touch-ups. And I can actually see we're possibly not that far off touch-ups. That's kind of cool. There's one more. I'll move that one across to there. Jesus, almost knocked my brushes over. 1. Boom. That's almost this colour done. Well, after these blades, we only have 2 more propellers to go. That's rather good. And what that basically means, of course, is that we get all the propellers done. I will probably airbrush the black. And that will, excuse me a moment, just want to add a bit more there. And that's just going to facilitate building our B-17 as well. So that's all rather good. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Excuse me a moment while I just move those, because, well, just because, well, I'll move them to up here, they're out the way there. Jolly good. Now, back to the painting. Now then, nearly. Oh, hey man, how you doing? Oh, wait, yep, so I got something on my arm. Just doing the propeller blades, obviously. And yeah, once we got these done, it'll be probably window time for the dark grey of the rubber seals. So yeah, not bad, but I'm not having to deal with the carpet monster. Yeah, it was what happened was I was looking at I'll actually show you in a minute. But the front windows go on in an unusual way. What I was trying to work out, actually wouldn't mind having a crack at again, was how precisely the windows sat on the fuselage. Now, in the process of doing that, I dropped it, as in the windows. Yeah. You got to say it's a pretty important part from the viewpoint of it's going to stick out if you don't have them on. Anyway, at the end of the day, I found them. Where are they now? Making me paranoid just talking about them. Oh, you can't. Surely you can't be serious. I had them there. We'll come back to that in a minute anyway. Let's get these done. They are around. I saw them. Oh, God. Don't do it to me. Sound like that line off of the David Bowie song, Ashes to Ashes. Oh God, don't say it's true. But I can't see the bloody things now. Really? Being clear doesn't help the cause, of course. We shall see. Oh, there they are. Found them. Jolly good. And there was much rejoicing. I'd say I've forgotten to do the surfacer on this side. Never mind. Anyway, now let me just. And last one. Yay. There we go. Boom. There's our propellers, all with their metal nose, yellow bits. Now we just got to put the black bits on them, which is just the bulk of the blade. And of course, weathering and yada, yada, yada. But ultimately, that, excuse me, I'm just going to move this. You can't see what this is, but it's the actually there's two things I'm going to do here. Oh, are you serious? Should get some more thinner into that. That was got, well, one of them was going to be, I was going to top up my thinner, because I have a bottle of thinner and a thing that I actually use to clean my brushes with. But the level of the one that I use just for cleaning the brushes is running a bit low. Now, how are we doing here? Yeah, that's. We'll keep. There we go. Come and clean now. Now, alrighty. There we go. Now, give that a quick rinse. And yeah, there we go. Boom. Oh. Well, my theory on that is that black goes more easily onto yellow than the other way around, if you follow me. That's my theory. As far as it'll cover it better. Now, the inherent issue, of course, is doing it your way has the advantage of you can more clearly define what distance you have to cover. Whereas with mine, it's can be a bit tricksy. But what I generally do is I use a set size of diameter of tape, and it's worked so far. It's just a different methodology, ultimately, I guess. Now, we're going to go back to some acrylic work. And what we're going to do is, first we're going to get a bit of black. Schwarz. Fun fact. Okay. German for black is Schwarz. It's not Schwarz. This is a myth. It's Schwarz. What this then means, and I had confirmed this with my German teacher yesterday, is that in fact it's not that Well, yes, it's not Schwarzenegger, it's Schwarzenegger, yeah. So, yeah, poor fucker's been having his name mispronounced for years. Now, hasn't stopped him making lots and lots of money. I'm sure he's probably unbothered, therefore. Now, I'm going to need my goggles for this. Oh, hey, Moto, how you doing, man? Ha! Hang on, I have to get a little closer to see what the... Ooh, the governator. That's funny. Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Didn't mind Arnie politically as far as it goes. I mean, in Australia, it didn't really affect me in any meaningful sense, but yeah, from what I've heard of his views and stuff, you can do a lot worse. Now, what I might do for you, this is a replacement I'm making. This isn't actually the wheel that went with the C-47. This is one I've snaffled out of a kit that I am unlikely to build. Or if I do, I can always replace the wheel with or of by either making one outright. Yep. Hang on a moment. A mandolin. Mandolins are an interesting instrument. My great-grandfather used to play a mandolin, and we had it until we got broken into by some kids who snaffled it. And we never found them, but whoever I saw, and they probably smashed it because it wasn't, the sounding board was broken. So to them it was just probably, oh, let's play that. And it won't work, and they'll probably smash it. Or probably did smash it. If I ever got my hands on them, I'd smash them, but that's another story. But yeah, the mandolin, interesting. Now, a piece of music that may be of interest to you specifically. Yeah, I wasn't happy, mate. But a piece of music that may be of interest to you as when playing the mandolin is in fact the Battle of Evermore by Led Zepp. You'll find that is indeed done on a mandolin. So that might be something for you to work on. I don't know if you're already familiar with how to play the instrument or whether you're just learning. But yeah. All right. So there's a start on our replacement wheel. Well, oh yeah, nice. Yeah, look, I'm a bass player myself. I started on guitar, and this makes me sound like I'm a permanent victim of petty crime. But on another occasion, got broken into another place. It's not as often as it sounds. My guitar got nicked, and around that time, some people approached me and said, "Oh, how'd you like to be the bass player in a band?" I said, "Look, man, yeah, I can do that for you, but I don't actually have a bass." I said, "Here, have one." Okay. And yeah, so I played bass initially for 16 years. Ah, yeah, well, yeah, yeah. But yeah, anyway, so at the end of the day, I played bass for 16 years. Then training and work got in the way, so I stopped. I've gotten back into playing recently for the past be 7 months, and working on a musical project now. So yeah, pretty happy about all of that. Now, our next colour, I'm thinking, I do sometimes, it's true, you know. A bit of dark grey action is what's going to happen here. Yeah, I'd actually, what it was for me of late was I'd actually sold my bass stuff because I never thought I was going to get back into it. And then I had some money arrive through my inheritance. And I thought, I want to play bass again. I had wanted to do for a while and had done on and off. But I thought, I'm buying myself a nice bass. And I'm going to go and do some playing. Because I used to just like doing scales, man. There's a certain pleasure in just doing scales, I find. Oh, interesting. So yeah, you get an electric mandolin. Cool. That's kind of funky. Now, something I actually have just realized I'm going to need to do on the Windows. It's going to slow down our progress a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. And hang on. How'd you come? This one's, I think, on its last legs. And if I can feel it. Come here, you. This happened to me last time I used this colour. And I can almost confirm this is the very pin I used. Anyway, yeah, but picked it up, started playing again, really enjoyed it. Spoke to a mate of mine who's a very serious musician, and he said, "Oh, I'm looking at a project. You want to give it a whirl?" And so I have. And come on now, I reckon I can get one more. Come on, you want it. That's all I needed. Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool. Yeah, the thing I was what was I going to say? Yeah, I was considering. Note was because the bass I got is a 5-string, which I got for the extended range. I do like them, and the only thing is that the bulk of the music that we're playing only really requires a 4-string, and as such, the B is more of a borderline ornament. I have found a couple of points I can use it, mostly nah. So there we go. I need to do a slight tidy up there. That's fine. Don't really need to do anything in there, but I'm gonna. Yeah, there's a couple of touches ups in black we're gonna require. And there we go. Yep. Come on. That's because there's stuff in the background. Out of my way, you. So it's almost ready. All right, zoom out. Zoom out. There we go. And further. There we have him. Yeah, I was considering getting a 4-string, as I said. However, there's been the amount of money I thought I was going to be receiving through the inheritance for various reasons is not quite as much as I'd have hoped. And yeah, then I've had a few other things interfere, such as I currently have to move house, and that's going to cost money, and da 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 da. So yeah, I may have to just settle for the 5-string now. Gee, what a curse, eh? Just has to put up with the 5-string. Dear oh dear. Now, next, I'm thinking. Give me a moment. Boeing Grey. Yes, kids. Now, on that subject. Is that why? Maybe. All right. No, just trying to work out. This is the very part. I'll show you. This is a freaky little thing that I don't quite understand, man. Don't quite understand, man. Now forget this being the fuselage together. Now, let me get this. So it's that way up, isn't it? Right. Okay, that's all I needed to find out, guys. Now, alright. That being so, one thing I'm gonna. This is actually starting to piss me off. I need to paint over it anyway. It's the very bottom of the aircraft. These are presumably lights at the back. Alright, give that a quick file. Don't know if you guys are familiar with the. It's a UK TV show, certainly in my experience at least, called The IT Crowd. And there's an episode where the female character is going out with this guy named Peter, and his surname is File. Yeah. Yes. And of course, yeah, they're at an airport and his name gets called out. Now, what's going to be the best way to hold this one? That way? Yeah, that'll do it. There we go. Look, you can spend a lot of money sometimes, and on some of those occasions, it's straight out isn't necessary. These are facts, you know. They were looking for bomb engraving. This one. Ba, 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 ba. Now I need to replace this one. It's almost run out. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. However, I'm confident that I have enough for our intents and purposes. Yeah, you can lash a lot of cash, but you know, at the end of the day, sometimes it's just the label. Sometimes, yeah, there can be any number of reasons, but you don't necessarily need to. My mate's got a guitar that he bought in Vietnam. Cost him not much. Just the oops, and this is the end of our boring grey. We definitely need more. Anyway, and he reckons, yeah, you'd think made in Vietnam, cheap and crappy, but it's got one of the best sounds. He loves it. Thinks of the bee's knees. At the end of the day, the sound is what it's all about, man. Give me a moment while I just decide which brush I wish to use. We'll start with a bit of chunk air for a punk air. And anyway, yeah. So if that's the sound you want, boom, there you have it, mate. There's not much debate to be had on this subject. You know what I'm saying? The sound, actually, on the topic of sound, because initially it was just me and my mate, he can play a wide range of instruments. His preferred instrument is the drums. That's his preference. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, anyway, the sound we're doing is surf music, and on the topic of sound, we've got a guitarist now, and he didn't have a wah-wah, but after a jam, he's gone and got himself the wah-wah. Got a Jim Dunlop Crybaby, which I am hanging to hear. There we go. That's the bottom of that done. Ooh. Yeah. Boom. See you later. Yep. And again, at the end of the day, it's all about what you're happy with as a sound, you know? And sometimes it can be even a little unconventional as a sound, and that's fine too. Because when all is said and done, music is a personal experience, like modelling. Anybody ever tells you your model's not painted right or you've done something wrong, feel free to tell them to go and get, you know? It's your bloody kid. As I said, if you choose to do a Fokker DR1 pink and with polka dots, but with the relevant markings for von Richthofen, and then call it the Red Baron, that's your bloody business. I'd question it, but, well, actually, I wouldn't question it. I'd go, right. I might say it's an unconventional paint job, but there might be a reason for it. You never know. You get what I'm saying, I'm sure. Now, that's part of the comms unit there. One of these is Boeing Grey. Now, now we're getting to a very good point. Once we've got this one done, and this side, there we go. So that goes to there. Now, whilst I think too, we're going to do a little bit on our ball turret. Very carefully. There we go. There we go. Nice. Now, this side. There we go. And down you go. All right. Now, I can even probably go this brush on here if I'm very careful. Yep. All right. And there we go. We're doing well. Yep. Now there's a bit of green that needs to go in between there. I'll see you later, dude.
Early mid-half.
Yep. So there we go. There's that one. The other bits we've done. Put that right there. That and that. Yeah, all good there. Clean brush. Zoom out. Now that reminds me, not so fast, boy wonder. I am going to clean this brush, but what we then need to do is a couple of small corrections on one side of the fuselage in this colour. Now give me a moment. what we're going to do next. Oops. Ha! Hang on a moment. Oh, my eyesight's very poor. Happy little spur trees. Ha! Now. That's funny. Now. Next. But yeah, now what were you talking about? I've been talking about music. Next. We go. Delete. Bing. That was it. Now here is, as you can see, is the line fade. It'll zoom. Actually, have I zoomed in already? No, I haven't. If we move the light, you can see that line fades off a bit where it shouldn't. That line should go all the way through. Equally, you can see that there's a bit of error there. So we need to bring that up nice and smoothly there. There we have it. Now, let me just have a quick gander. Right. Yeah, I see how I did it on that one. Then, yeah. All right. Oop. Almost headbutted my light. I've got like one of those long LED lights. Almost gave myself a deft little eye gouge, I did. There we go. I want to make sure that I don't. There we go. And while I'm going to do these manually, as far as the painting, I'll do it with a hand brush. I'm still going to mask off to, there we go, help define exactly where I need to go. Jesus, Rob, you're going to do your own head in, son. Now, there's something else I should consider. Give me a moment. Right. There's a bit of green here, a bit there that needs to be tidied up as well, maybe. Oh no, I see what happens here. But if I go down that line, right. They don't make it easy, I tell you, because of the angle of the. Now, if I'm going to do across there. Right, so that's going to be green that need to be tidied there. That will go. Okay. Right. That being so, how many lines up is it? Is it 3? 3. 3. Just under the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so yeah. Further across. So that in fact should also be about... Oh, fuck's sake. Let me line it up with that. Bit more. There we go. Why am I doing it that way, you Wally? You're trying to present for the... Jesus, Rob. What are you doing to yourself, son? There we go. Completely overthinking that behaviour. That's not straight still. There we go. There we go. That's where it needs to be. It's a little spot there after all of that. Whoa! Well, yeah, it was... I'm a big fan of the DC-3 / Skytrain, because let's face it, they're fundamentally the same aircraft. I know that Eisenhower viewed them as one of the 4 essential tools of war, without which the Second World War would have been a much harder deal, I believe. I would suggest, I don't know what all of them were. I'd say another one would be landing craft. You're going to get your troops on a beach without landing craft. There we go. That's our line. And that comes around to there. Now let's just check that. So there we have him. Boom. Right. Excuse me a moment. Okay. I did not know that. That's interesting. Yeah, right. Well, yeah. Okay. Well. Not quite sure. Yeah, that is interesting. It does make you wonder, because you'd think the rail was built after. So, is it a bit of a hat off, so to speak? Or is it just coincidence? After all, coincidences do happen. Now, let's tidy this up a bit, shall we? But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Skytrain, though, as I said. Is in this particular, the one that I'm building here. I'm unfamiliar with the one in Vancouver. Now, the other, actually one thing I might do while I'm here, just a slight line there. It needs to be tidied up just a little. There we go. Okay. Now, we go here. Now, question about the Vancouver Skytrain. And warning, I am a Simpsons fan. Is that like a monorail? Don't know if you're familiar with the monorail in The Simpsons. I'm making an assumption there. Because remember, the monorail put, what is it, Ogdenville, North Haverbrook. I can't remember what the other town is. Put them on the map. Almost there with this one. This is going to require, of course, a bit more than just one layer of touch-up because of the darker colour under, though it is almost a white. Slowly but surely. In worst case scenario, I'll be covering some of it up with weathering. But I doubt it'll be that bad. Bearing in mind I'll go over it a second time. Once I get some more Boeing grey, that is. Yep. Excuse me a moment. I'll have a read of my chat boards. I'm moving house soon. Once I find somewhere, that is. I intend to set my workbench and computer up such that I can actually read what's on my chat board with far greater ease than I currently do. I want to set it up so I can just flick my eyes across and go, oh, that's what somebody said. At the moment, I don't have to do that. I have to roll over well, not roll over, as in move on my chair. That's what I mean by roll over. To see what's been said, or no, sometimes it's in reply to a comment that I've made, which makes it a bit awkies. Now, almost there. Be glad when yeah, I'll definitely be going a second round on this, and that's fine. I just need to get the paint. Just trying to think when I'll be going down that way next. Probably Saturday. Might be an opportunity. And I'm unlikely to go for assembly prior to that, so that might be a goer. We'll see. Now, all right, give me a moment. Normal train. Okay. So if anything, it's quite almost certainly not a minor. Well, that doesn't preclude it, but yeah, it's not actually in the air per se. Okay, I got it. All right, now current time. I have a lot to attend to, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing all right. Now, I still haven't gotten onto the windows. I might do them off stream. I've got things to go and do. We'll see how we go once we've gotten this. It started to look much nicer already, though, as in colour-wise. Hopefully the tape has done its job. If so, that would be marvellous. All right. What's the line you throw at the tape? You had one job. But now it's starting to look the right way. There we go. As far as colour on the side, there we go. Now, that's that one done. Clean brush. Okay. Right. Now, next. No, I'm almost out of dark grey. Okay, I actually need to go get paint. I think it's probably a bigger thing. But we've got a bit done today, and I'm a bit chipper about most of what we did get done. As far as the propellers are now tipped with yellow. With the nose is done, all we got to do is do the black. We got the ball turret starting to look a bit nicer. We got that largely done. And we just and the fuselage. In fact, something we can do before we go off stream is, all right, let's see how well that's come up. Oh, no, that's better. One. Now the big drum roll, kids. Better. Little touches in, but yeah. Once that dries down, we'll give that a varnish. It'll all look very sweet. The line is better. That much is clear. All right. So yeah. Boom. Just needed a few tidies up along the green now. And the varnish will bring that slight mottle on the paintwork down. Also, it's got to dry. It'll all be good. But yeah, much happier overall. Alrighty. Flick the light out. Ding. Zip. Alrighty. Well, that's me done. At least for today anyway. Now it's today, Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Now, Friday's a bit problematic for me to stream in my normal time frame because of medical appointments of various sorts. Now, to that end, I probably won't be on tomorrow. Pardon me, I'm not entirely. Actually, I might be able to do one on my Sunday / your Saturday night. Yeah, well, it's a cold hard world, man. Being a day ahead, what can I tell you? And you know what the worst part is? I can't even. Yes, I'm a day ahead. Does this give me the ability to see your lotto numbers a day in advance? No, ripped off. God, can you imagine the income I'd be able to generate? Can you? I can. Anyway, oh hey Scott, I'm about to do the boogaloo, mate. I'm just winding up. How you doing? I've been doing touch-ups on the C-47. I was going to do them yesterday, but I dropped the front canopy on the floor and the carpet monster appeared. But I managed to find it, but by the time I'd found it, it took me a long time. I was very grumpy. Anyway, as I said, I'm winding up, but yeah, okay, it's time for me to do my usual spiel. You guys have heard it. If not, you're hearing it again. Or if you have, you're hearing it again. If you haven't heard it, you're about to. First-time viewers, magic button, follow, like, or subscribe. If you'd like to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, Rob's the Builder on Instagram and Twitch, and Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. Follow, like, or subscribe. That said, as I did say earlier, I probably won't be on tomorrow. I will do a early stream on my Sunday, so probably I'll start half an hour earlier or some such. I have a house inspection to go to. I'm looking at I've got to move house, and so I'm checking some places out. These are the things. All righty. Yeah. All right. All of that said, I guess that means that I'll be back. We'll say my Sunday. I won't say tomorrow because it's not how it works. It gets complicated when you're talking about time zones and shit. So I'll be back on Sunday at a similar kit time and the same kit channel. Hopefully I'll catch you then. Your Saturday, cutie guy. Oh. Yeah, for tonight I am, mate. Yeah, no worries. I'll be back, well, in Australia it'll be Sunday morning. In the US it'll be Saturday evening. In Europe it'll be, well, it depends where you are in Europe. But either late Saturday evening, early Sunday morning. These are the things. And yeah, if you're any of you are around then, do feel free to swing past. I'd be grateful. All right. See you later, guys.